You see that 15-year-old girl holding hands with her 1-year-old son whom you called a slut? She was raped at 13. You see that boy crying whom you made fun of for being a crybaby? His best friend committed suicide last night. You see that girl that you made fun of for having all those bruises? She's abused by her parents. You see that bald woman you made fun of? She's dying of breast cancer. You see that old man you called ugly? He had a serious injury on his face in the war. You see that man you made fun of for having all those burns? He ran into a burning hospital to save his dead daughter. You see that girl you called fat? She's starving herself. You see that boy you called stupid? He has Down syndrome. That gay boy you punched in the hall today committed suicide a few minutes ago. See that girl you called a slut in class today? She's a virgin. See the boy you called lame? He has to work every night to support his family. That girl you pushed down the other day is already being abused at home. See that boy you made fun of for wearing the same clothes every day? His family is poor. See that kid you laughed at and called a loner? He cuts himself. See that 16-year-old girl whom you called a slut for walking with her 2-year-old son? She was raped when she was younger. See that man whom you made fun of for having one arm? He fought for our country. You think you know these people? Guess what? You don't. See that girl you just called fat? She's overdosing on diet pills. See that girl you just called ugly? She spends hours putting on makeup, hoping people will like her. See that boy you called emo? He cuts himself because of you. See that boy you just tripped? He gets abused enough by his parents at home. See that boy you made fun of for crying? You would feel the same way if your mother was dying. See that girl whom you called an attention whore? She's fighting every night for her life. See that man you made fun of for having ugly scars? He fought for your country. See that lady whom you made fun of for being bald? She's a cancer survivor. See that boy you made fun of for doing homework in homeroom? He saved his sister from suicide the night before. See that girl you called stupid? She has a learning disability. Remember that woman with the distorted face? She was in a gas explosion. Don't judge people before you know them. There could be an entire story behind who they are. There's a reason for who they are. There's a reason for what they act like. And there's a reason that they do what they do. And here's one more. See that boy you just told to kill himself? He just did. Share this video if you are against bullying. I bet 99% of you won't. Share this if you are that 1% with a heart. What's wrong with you? How dare you make fun of someone for something they can't control?
She has acne.
Do you think she chose to have red spots all over her face?
She has crooked teeth.
I've never met someone who got braces just for fun.
Her nose is big.
Who cares? Is she supposed to get plastic surgery?
Her hair is so frizzy.
Some people don't like frying their hair with a straightener.
She wears glasses.
Do you think people like being half-blind?
She's fat.
Some people can't control their weight. Imperfection is beautiful. Stop making people feel like it is not. Bullies do what they do for self-protection. This is often because manipulation, humiliation, intimidation, and isolation is the only way they know how to cope with their lack of self-worth. Having power over someone has in some way served them temporarily in the past. However, having power over another, taking someone's power or giving power away, is always temporary because it is an illusion. This is why bullies continue doing what they do over and over again. It's a dysfunctional addiction that society is now recognizing and insisting that it is no longer acceptable. Credit to Susan Abrams Milligan for the message. Communication doesn't work on bullies. Telling a bully they're making you feel bad is the wrong way to go. They want to make you feel bad. That's the point. Being kind to a bully doesn't always mean they'll stop. Sometimes it means they'll just use your kindness to manipulate you while still continuing to bully you. Not every bully has a sympathetically tragic home life. Sometimes people are just mean. Sometimes people just get off on hurting others. On that note, a tough home life is a reason not an excuse. You don't have to put up with bullying because somebody's life sucks. Just like you don't have to let someone mug you because they're broke. In order to forgive someone, they have to apologize first. If your bully has not apologized to you, you do not owe them anything. Getting bullied as a kid can still mess you up in adult life. Maybe kids grow out of being bullies, but the marks they leave often don't go away. There are ways to get people to stop bullying you, but they almost all involve being mean back. As long as parents keep raising bullying kids, there will be bullies. No amount of assemblies and hand-drawn posters will fix the problem. It's the parents' fault. Bullies will take any slight, real or imagined, and use it as a weapon against their victims. Another favorite trick is where a bully invents a crime and accuses the victim of committing it. Bullies are convincing liars and are adept at getting innocent people to do their dirty work. Often, the innocent party does not see the manipulation. Bullies will form alliances with anyone who will help them attain their aims. Later, they can turn on their former ally at the blink of an eye. When confronted, a bully may tell those in power that your experiences are false. Just as you cannot prove, in a one-on-one situation, what the bully says is false, neither can the bully show what you have said is untrue. It is an indefensible position. The purpose of the bully is to cause psychological damage and mental suffering. If you are dealing with a workplace bully, know this. In over 75% of situations, the targeted individual leaves. No matter how much you love or value your job, it is not worth it to fight a bully. The psychological damage can be devastating over time. It is important to know that a bully is not a normal human being. They get off on a fight, and anything you do to fight back is fuel for the bully. They love the conflict and want it to continue. In many publications, you will discover that the bully suffers from one or more types of personality disorders. The effects of bullying are far worse than most people realize, especially in childhood. The bully has a mindset where they must win at all costs. Here is an example of author Nathan Segal's experience with bullying, spoken in first person. I wound up dealing with a bully in Mexico who stole my damage deposit. I fought back. At one point, the bully was chasing me with 3 lawyers. When it came time to agree to give me my money back, he sent me a legal document, which was full of blackmail and extortion. I refused to sign it, and this infuriated the bully. Around the same time, I learned the only way to win was to lose, which meant to walk away and never return. I did that, and the bully screamed at me through email for months before he quit. A year later, he returned and tried to lure me back into the fight. I ignored him, and he finally gave up. The bottom line is this: if you want to recover from the trauma of bullying, you must get the bully out of your life. If you do not, it will be difficult, if not impossible, to recover. When the bully is no longer in your life. For some people, getting the bully out of their lives is enough and they will begin to recover. Others have been traumatized by the ongoing harassment which has caused a psychological injury, sometimes known as PTSD, or post-traumatic stress disorder.